Hi everybody, this is Tanya Ortiz with LoseWeightWithTanyaOrtiz.com. Okay, so I was asked in our secret group to do a helpful hints for phase 3. So this is the video. This is helpful hints for people who have just started phase 3. Now, for those of you who may be just watching this video for the first time, if you haven't ordered the HCG, you order it. It should look like this, and you get it at LoseWeightWithTanyaOrtiz.com. Click on the HCG. All right, so phase 3. I'm getting asked a lot of questions like, Tanya, what are you eating for breakfast? What are you eating for lunch? What are you eating for dinner? All right, so I'm going to break it down to you guys. Now, I was very much by the book. And a lot of people, I was getting so many private messages. People were like, Tanya, I know you guys said stevia because we were using the sweet leaf drops stevia. But people were like, I hated it. Even my own daughter, she's like, Mommy, I'm sorry. I just cannot stomach the stevia. So one of my best friends who's in our group named Cherie King, I'm going to take this out of the bag. She was like, Tanya, I know that you're so by the book and everything, but she said she did a lot of research, and she is somebody that I trust. When I say I trust her, this woman has had access to bank accounts, a lot of personal information, so I really trust her. All right, so Cherie King said, Tanya, and excuse the barking in the background, she said, I recommend this. What is it? It's xylitol. Now, this is I recommend getting it from Health Garden. Where did I get this? Amazon.com. How much did it cost? $14. It tastes, she said it tastes like sugar. It does taste like sugar in equal amounts. I have to disagree. Because in my coffee, this is before I went on the HCG diet, when I was a chunky monkey, I would actually put 2 big giant tablespoons of brown sugar in my coffee. I tried to do 2 teaspoons of this, and I felt like I was drinking liquid sugar. So I would say my personal preference is cut it in half. So I use 1 teaspoon, and I absolutely love this. Again, it's by Health Garden. It's xylitol, and it cost me $14 on Amazon. Highly recommend. Now, there's different types of xylitol. There's xylitol that is genetically modified, and it's by corn. It's my understanding that this xylitol is made from birch wood, okay? And this is the healthy version. So be very careful which xylitol you get. Again, this is by Health Garden, xylitol, and it says real, you'll see it right there. It says real birch xylitol, okay? So you get xylitol. Think about, you know, if you used to do 2 teaspoons of sugar, whatever you use sugar for, cut it in half. I absolutely love this in my coffee. Now, people always hear me talk about coffee, get the coffee. And I am a big advocate of the Delgado coffee. And I'm going to show you. I've even had friends, no joke. I had a friend that said, hey, Tanya, I ran out of my coffee. Can I borrow your skunk coffee? I was like, I'll lend you some money first, but you will not. I'll be ready to be somebody's behind if they don't pay me back on my coffee. Delgado coffee. Now, why do I recommend this? All right. What does it say? It says Gondoderma infused slimming coffee. What is Gondoderma? It is a natural appetite suppressant. So I tell people, and there's Max, he wants to be in the mix of things. I tell people, even though I have a year's supply of Starbucks in my pantry, and I do, I still will drop the money every month and I order the Delgado coffee. Why? Because I'm on phase 3. I do splurge at least once a week. When I say splurge, on Tuesdays, and it's every single Tuesday, I will actually go to the movie theater and get a big bucket of popcorn. But here's the thing. Since I drink the Delgado coffee, I don't even put a dent in the popcorn. Like in my head, every Tuesday, I'm like, I'm going to kill this popcorn. I'm going to kill it. I drank this at 8 o'clock in the morning. I ate my popcorn 9 o'clock at night. I can't even put a dent in it, and I know it's from the coffee. So my recommendation is get the coffee. So we got, again, what do I put in my coffee? I put the xylitol. I still drink my coffee as if I'm on phase 2, and I still put a tablespoon. Sometimes I'll go up to 3 tablespoons because of heavy cream in my coffee. It really doesn't it doesn't, you know, affect me at all. So I'll do maybe 1 to 3 tablespoons of cream with the xylitol. So that there's my coffee. So people are like, all right, so what's for breakfast? I eat a big breakfast. First meal of the day. I firmly believe you should have a heavy breakfast to hold you out through the rest of the day. So my breakfast actually consists of 1 whole egg, 2 egg whites. I do an omelet every single morning. Every morning without fail. I love omelets. So I'll put, you know, some butter in a pan. Usually I'll saute onions and mushrooms. Also eat a half an avocado every morning for breakfast. And I'll saute onions and mushrooms. And then I'll take like a filet mignon steak. Yeah, they're expensive, but here's what I do. I'll strip it into small, thin strips. I'll saute that with my onions and mushrooms. Sometimes I'll use the luncheon of roast beef. I'll use roast beef. You know, any kind of ham and cheese, but the steak is my favorite. And I can eat the steak one 7 days a week. So I take the steak, onions, mushrooms, saute it. Then I whip up my whole egg, 2 egg whites, put it in a pan. And then I usually eat anywhere between, I would say, and I'm just being honest, 2 to 4 slices of cheese. I love Colby Jack cheese, American cheese. And then I put the steak, onions, mushrooms, and my omelet, fold it over. On the side of my plate, I have a half an avocado, because that way, I mean, think about it. I'm getting vegetables. I'm getting onions, mushrooms, and avocado. 3 vegetables starting at breakfast with a lot of proteins. The steak, the eggs, that's packed with another protein. So usually that'll hold me over at lunchtime. I'm getting a lot of questions. What do I eat for lunch? Actually, because I've had such a big breakfast, I'm really not hungry at lunch. So at lunch, because I don't want to put myself into, ooh, I'm starving, I'll usually just have a cheese wrap. You guys like, what is the cheese wrap? I love cheese. So I'll take, say like Swiss cheese and some ham. Just like they have the lettuce wraps, I'll just, you know, make 1 or 2 depending on how hungry I am, how much exercise I did that day. And I'll just take, you know, and I try to find the healthy. When I get sandwich meat, I'm going for the, you know, the organic, nothing added to it, you know, the healthiest sandwich meat I could possibly find. I'm very picky about my sandwich meat. Try to get it as unprocessed, you know, and I'm reading a label on it. So usually I'll do like Swiss cheese with some ham, or I do Colby cheese with the roast beef, and I'll roll it just like you guys do a lettuce wrap, and I'll have 1 or 2 of those. That's my lunch. That's all I eat. Because again, I had such a heavy breakfast, I'm not really hungry at lunch. That holds me over to dinner. What do I eat at dinner? I eat, because I eat 1 avocado a day, and again, I'm trying to eat my vegetables in, and I just love avocados. So I eat the other half of the avocado. I eat the other half for dinner, and usually I'll have 1 or 2 more vegetables and a protein. And that's about it. Now, I do have to share my recipe, and it's on the stove right now. Like, I'm in love, love, love with this. All right, so I'm in the eastern part of the United States, and where I'm at, in the Maryland area, peaches, you know, peach season is in, peaches and apples. So this is what I eat just about almost every night, and I love this. So I will take butter, and you're like, how much butter? I don't know, just a lot of butter. Put it in a pan, take lots of cinnamon, put it in the pan, and then I'll peel off about 3 to 4 peaches. Take the skin off, slice them up, and I will slowly cook them, stirring, 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 until they're cooked down, and then you have that juice that starts to thicken. So I put that in a bowl. Then I take heavy whipping cream, all right? Heavy whipping cream, and I just beat it up like crazy with the, if you have a stick blender or a hand blender, you know, turn it into then you have your all-natural whipped cream. So I wait until my peaches get to room temperature, because I don't want my whipped cream to turn into milk. So I wait until my, you know, and then the juice is nice and rich and thick. And then I take my homemade whipped cream and put it over top. That's my dessert. Now, you guys are like, Tanya, that sounds like a lot of fat, because heavy whipped cream has lots of fat, and the butter has lots of fat. But let me tell you, it's not the fat that's making you fat. It is the sugar and the starch. And I would, when you guys are like, well, you just said you're cooking peaches. No, processed sugar. Because I eat this just about every night, as you guys can tell. Because I used to have like a huge double chin. If you look at my videos from January and February, I lost 35 pounds. I went from a size 10, 12. Now I'm a size 6. And I've kept it off since March. I've kept it off. And I'm cutting this video in September. So I can eat fruit, you know, I could even cook it down and it releases more sugar, but as long as it's natural sugar, it does not affect me at all. So that's usually what I have, or I'll cook up apples and strawberries. I play around with it. I just love cooked fruit, and then I put my all natural whipping cream over top. And that's my dessert just about every single evening. Now, I will say, if still, even if you're on phase 3, make sure you weigh yourself every single day. I'm on phase 4, and I still weigh myself. And it's very imperative that you weigh yourself every single day, because you need to know what affects you. Bread affects me. If I eat bread, it's going to make the scale go up. I can eat popcorn for whatever weird reason. It does not affect me. So you'll learn when you get on phase 4 what affects you and what does not affect you. Have fun with phase 3. Don't be afraid to eat the fat. I mean, I love phase 3. I'm on phase 4. I still eat, even though, you know, it says you can implement bread and, you know, a little bit of sugar on phase 4. I only do that 1 day a week. The 6 days I eat just like I'm on phase 3, and I absolutely love how I eat, you know, and still maintain being 135 pounds and a size 6. I love it. I love my breakfasts. You know, 3 eggs cooked in butter with steak and mushrooms and onions and cheese, and, you know, to have my dessert that I eat every night. I love it. So enjoy phase 3. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to ask that if you're in my Facebook group, post them underneath this video about phase 3. And I'm going to ask, if you have not, make sure you subscribe to my videos in YouTube. I am also going to ask that you share this if you're a YouTube subscriber. Okay, so again, for those of you who have not ordered the HCG, get it at loseweightwithtaniaortiz.com. Click on the HCG, and I highly recommend getting the Delgada coffee. Where do you get it? You buy it at loseweightwithtaniaortiz.com. All right, so you got that? So there you go. So all the questions and people who are asking me, Tanya, what do you eat? What do you eat? What do you eat? There you go. I just shared, and that's how I eat just about every single day. Again, I make sure I have a nice, heavy breakfast, and that'll hold me out through the rest of the day. So I hope you guys are going to do the same. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.